Dropping organic matter into this mixture triggers a violent transformation where solid carbon vanishes as carbon dioxide gas. Piranha solution consists of concentrated sulfuric acid and hydrogen peroxide, creating one of the most aggressive oxidizing environments in the laboratory. The process begins with the intense dehydration of carbohydrates, stripping water molecules away to leave behind a skeletal carbon structure. Simultaneously, the chemical reaction between the two primary components generates peroxymonosulfuric acid, also known as Caros acid. This specific molecule possesses an unstable oxygen-oxygen bond that readily breaks to release highly reactive atomic oxygen. Unlike standard cleaners that merely dissolve surface grime, this solution chemically dismantles the molecular framework of organic contaminants. The heat generated by the mixing process further accelerates these reactions, ensuring that even stubborn polymer residues are converted into gaseous byproducts within seconds. The formation of peroxymonosulfuric acid occurs through the electrophilic attack of hydrogen peroxide on the sulfur center of sulfuric acid. This equilibrium reaction produces water as a byproduct, which further dilutes the acid and contributes to the overall exothermic nature of the process. When mixing 3 parts sulfuric acid with 1 part 30% hydrogen peroxide, the temperature can spontaneously rise above 100 degrees Celsius. This elevated temperature is vital for the kinetic stability of the oxidizing species and increases the collision frequency between the acid and the organic substrate. Caros acid acts as a powerful electrophile because the peroxy group contains an oxygen atom in a zero oxidation state, seeking electrons to reach a more stable -2 state. This electronic configuration allows the solution to attack electron-dense regions in organic molecules, such as carbon-carbon double bonds, with extreme efficiency.
Sulfuric acid serves a dual purpose as both a solvent and a powerful dehydrating agent. Before the oxidative phase begins, the acid must first break down complex organic polymers into simpler forms. It achieves this by protonating hydroxyl groups within the organic structure, leading to the elimination of water and the formation of carbocations, or unsaturated carbon chains. This dehydration effectively prepares the carbon atoms for the subsequent attack by atomic oxygen. By removing the hydrogen and oxygen atoms already present in the organic lattice as water, the acid exposes the carbon backbone. This structural vulnerability is what allows the solution to eat through materials that are otherwise resistant to standard mineral acids. Without this initial dehydration step, the oxidation of large molecules would proceed significantly slower, as the protective shell of the molecular structure would remain intact. The true potency of the solution stems from the transient existence of atomic oxygen and hydroxyl radicals. As peroxymonosulfuric acid decomposes, it releases a single oxygen atom that is far more reactive than the diatomic oxygen found in the atmosphere. This atomic oxygen is an exceptional electrophile that can insert itself directly into carbon-hydrogen bonds or add across pi bonds in aromatic rings. This process fragments the organic molecules into smaller, more soluble oxygenated species, like carboxylic acids and alcohols. In addition to atomic oxygen, the presence of trace metal ions or thermal energy can trigger the homolytic cleavage of the peroxide bond, generating hydroxyl radicals. These radicals are among the strongest known oxidants in aqueous chemistry, capable of abstracting hydrogen atoms from virtually any organic substrate and initiating radical chain reactions that lead to total mineralization.
In the semiconductor industry, Piranha solution is utilized for the critical task of removing photoresist and organic residues from silicon wafers. Even a single layer of organic molecules can disrupt the deposition of metal or dielectric films, leading to device failure. The solution effectively cleans the silicon surface by oxidizing organic contaminants into carbon dioxide gas, while simultaneously growing a thin, protective layer of silicon dioxide. This native oxide layer is hydrophilic, which is necessary for subsequent processing steps like atomic layer deposition. Because the solution is so aggressive, it can penetrate the smallest features on a microchip, ensuring that trenches and vias are free of carbonaceous debris. The self-heating property of the mixture is particularly advantageous in industrial settings because it eliminates the need for external heating elements, which could introduce metallic contamination into the ultra-clean environment. One of the most significant hazards associated with this chemistry is the rapid evolution of gas. As the oxidation of carbon proceeds, large volumes of carbon dioxide and oxygen are produced within a very short time frame. If the solution is placed in a closed container, the internal pressure can increase exponentially, leading to a catastrophic structural failure of the vessel. Furthermore, the decomposition of hydrogen peroxide into water and oxygen gas is catalyzed by many materials, including transition metals and even dust particles. This means the solution continues to outgas long after the initial mixing. Proper laboratory protocol requires the use of vented containers and specialized glassware to prevent pressure buildup. Understanding the stoichiometry of the carbon oxidation reaction is essential for calculating the potential gas volume, especially when dealing with high surface area materials like carbon nanotubes or porous polymers.
The addition of organic solvents like acetone or isopropyl alcohol to Piranha solution often results in an immediate explosion. Acetone reacts with hydrogen peroxide in the presence of an acid catalyst to form acetone peroxide, a highly unstable and primary high explosive. Even in the absence of explosive formation, the rapid oxidation of concentrated organic liquids releases enough energy to vaporize the remaining solution instantly, creating a boiling liquid expanding vapor explosion. The high concentration of sulfuric acid ensures that any heat released is retained within the fluid due to its high heat capacity, leading to a thermal runaway. Consequently, all glassware must be thoroughly rinsed and dried of any organic solvents before being treated with this mixture. This incompatibility highlights the extreme chemical potential stored within the solution, which must be respected during every phase of use. While the 3:1 ratio of sulfuric acid to hydrogen peroxide is standard, variations exist for specific applications. Increasing the peroxide concentration enhances the oxidizing power, but also increases the instability and the risk of spontaneous boiling. A 7:1 ratio is sometimes used for lighter cleaning tasks, where less thermal energy is desired. It is critical to always add the peroxide to the acid slowly and never the other way around. Adding the acid to the peroxide can cause the mixture to overheat and splash due to the lower volume and heat capacity of the peroxide. Over time, the concentration of Caros acid decreases as it decomposes, meaning the solution must be prepared fresh for every use. The efficacy of the mix can be monitored by observing the rate of bubble formation upon the introduction of a test substrate.
Disposing of spent Piranha solution requires a multi-step process to ensure safety and environmental compliance. First, the solution must be allowed to cool completely to room temperature, which can take several hours due to its high thermal mass. Once cool, the remaining peroxides must be decomposed. This is typically achieved by catalytic decomposition or by carefully adding the solution to a large volume of ice water. Neutralization of the strong acid follows, using a base such as sodium hydroxide or sodium bicarbonate. This step must be performed slowly because the neutralization reaction itself is highly exothermic and can cause the liquid to splash. Only after the peroxide content is 0 and the pH is neutral can the waste be treated as standard aqueous sulfate waste. Improper disposal of active Piranha can lead to fires in waste bins or the destruction of plumbing systems. Beyond cleaning, Piranha solution is a primary tool for modifying the surface chemistry of glass and silicon. The treatment populates the surface with a high density of silanol groups, which are silicon atoms bonded to hydroxyl groups. These groups make the surface extremely hydrophilic, meaning water will spread out into a thin film rather than forming beads. This high surface energy state is ideal for salinization, where organic molecules are covalently attached to the surface to create functionalized layers. For example, in biosensor development, a Piranha-treated glass slide provides the necessary chemical anchors for attaching DNA or proteins. The ability to create a pristine, highly reactive hydroxylated surface at the molecular level is why the solution remains a staple in material science and nanotechnology, despite its significant handling risks and aggressive nature.